Hey, what's up, everybody? So, the King of the Ring bracket's been revealed. I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. Maybe an early prediction of what I think's going to happen, anyways, but that's all I can do. I actually have to wear my glasses to see this. But King of the Ring starts on Monday on Raw. We have Cesaro versus Samoa Joe, Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander versus Sami Zayn, The Miz versus Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens versus Elias, Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin, and Apollo Crews versus Andrade Cien. Well, for the first round, let's see, Cesaro versus Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe's going to win that, I'm sure. Then we have Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre. I was thinking Drew McIntyre was going to maybe, you know, get a push, but he's facing Ricochet, and would it make sense for Samoa Joe to face Drew McIntyre? So I think, I don't know, Ricochet just got out of a rivalry with AJ Styles. King Ricochet would make sense because of Prince Puma. Yeah, that wouldn't make no sense. But I think Drew McIntyre is going to beat Ricochet. I think Cedric Alexander is going to beat Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn is on a. If you watch What Culture Wrestling, Simon Miller makes a good point about like Sami Zayn never wins a match, so Cedric Alexander is probably going to beat him there. Plus, they're kind of pushing Cedric Alexander, kind of. The Miz versus Baron Corbin. I'm sure that I think Baron Corbin's going to win that match. So we're going to have Samoa Joe versus Drew McIntyre, and then Cedric Alexander versus Baron Corbin. That's not a very good lineup. Then you have Kevin Owens versus Elias, Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews versus Cien Almas. That's kind of tough. Kevin Owens versus Elias. Well, Kevin Owens, I got a feeling the Shane McMahon's going to screw him over. And Elias is a 24/7 champion unless that changes, but I believe Kevin Owens is going to beat Elias, honestly. Then you have Mustafa Ali versus, I think Buddy Murphy is going to beat Mustafa Ali, which I'm not really too happy about. But they are kind of booking Buddy Murphy strong, so I'd say we're going to get Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy, which is going to be a real good match. That's my prediction for that. So I think Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy. Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin. That's actually interesting. I think Shelton Benjamin's going to win that match because Chad Gable is on 205 Live, and Shelton Benjamin's been doing promos and doing nothing the past 2 weeks, so I don't know. But I think Shelton Benjamin's going to win now. Apollo Crews versus Cien Almas. I think Cien Almas is going to beat Apollo Crews. I was at a wrestling event actually recently and saw Apollo Crews beat Cien Almas, but I think Cien Almas is going to defeat Apollo Crews. So we're going to get Shelton Benjamin versus Cien Almas and Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy. Now going back to the Raw side of things, I said Samoa Joe or Drew McIntyre. Yeah, I don't know. I think Drew McIntyre is going to beat actually, yeah, I think that's hard. You know what? I think Samoa Joe's going to beat Drew McIntyre. I don't think they're going to push Drew McIntyre. So I think Samoa Joe's going to beat Drew McIntyre. I think Baron Corbin's going to beat Cedric Alexander. So we're going to get Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe. Over here, Kevin Owens versus Buddy Murphy. We might get Kevin Owens versus Cien Almas, as I think is going to happen. We're going to get, on the Raw side, Baron Corbin versus Samoa Joe, and then we're going to get Kevin Owens versus Cien Almas. So, I think Samoa Joe is going to beat Baron Corbin, and then we're going to have, I don't know, Kevin Owens or Cien Almas. I think it's going to be Samoa Joe versus Kevin Owens. And I think that Shane McMahon's going to screw over Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe's going to win. So I think that Samoa Joe's going to win King of the Ring. And it's going to be Kevin Owens versus Samoa Joe. But that's my prediction for the King of the Ring 2019. Looking at the reveal for who's going to be part of it. Who do you think is going to win King of the Ring? Give me your thoughts on it. Thank you guys for watching, and subscribe, please.